10 years ago, we started with one dream: teach young women to code and build careers in tech to improve their quality of life. Along the way, we met others who embraced us and our dreams. As we tell our story, we tell the story of those who walked with us to build this dream. Here is our story.
My name is Kane Wanjao, currently the CTO at Twiga. Our mission and ambition is to use technology to provide the best quality food at the lowest price. And given the structure of markets today where a huge percentage of it is informal, we've seen an opportunity to digitize what we call general trade, use technology to make the whole process more efficient, and then through supply chain innovation, give the best quality of food at the lowest price. And that's our strategy and mission as we scale across Kenya and the continent. To date, we've worked with over 17,000 farmers. We've also interacted with about 100,000 vendors. On any given month, we are doing over 200,000 deliveries, and those 200,000 deliveries are done to about 30,000 vendors on a given month. From a sourcing standpoint, working with farmers and suppliers of manufactured goods, we source that from all over the country. So that's Western Kenya, the coastal areas, Nairobi of course, and all the primary agriculture regions we have. On the selling side, we're active in Nairobi, Machakos, Kiambu County, which is Thika. We're also in Kisumu, Eldoret, and Nakuru. So sales-wise, we're in about 6. Sourcing, very dynamic, but we've sourced from at least half the counties in the country. Currently, we have about 30 engineers, and this is everything from front-end engineers, back-end engineers. We also have engineers focusing on infrastructure and system reliability. So that's grown quite a bit over the past few years, but yeah, we're now 30 engineers in total. Right now, it's about 25-75 ratio, 25% being ladies, 75% being gents. I wouldn't say it's easy, but if you're purposeful enough about it, you can get talent. But that means being, very proactive in terms of making sure you're giving people a chance, especially those who are interested in pursuing a career in software engineering. And hence, that's why we, for example, have partnerships with the likes of AkiraChix, because they've taken a very purposeful approach, and they're looking for this talent to be placed somewhere. So where possible, we focus on having engagements with them. It's been very great to see them being very enthusiastic, wanting to learn. We're very purposeful around mentoring software engineers, apprentices and interns who join the team. Those who've transitioned to full-time roles have done really, really well. Over time, they've taken up additional responsibilities. So they manage very core parts of the system that the business relies on 24/7. And I think what it comes down to is really passion, being very curious about how software relates to how the business is run, and just being purposeful around always wanting to, build on what you know, and reaching out to other engineers. So we try to be as collaborative as possible, have the senior engineers mentor and guide the young engineers, and that's worked out very, very well, especially for those who transition to full-time roles.
So at Twiga we support the team in the ground. So yeah, as you grow, you become in charge of a service, and then if anything goes down on the ground, they have to call you personally, and then it's part of owning your project. So yeah, you'll have to provide solutions and troubleshoot and all that. So it's increased responsibility, like you're part of it more and more.
When I joined AkiraChix, I was into mobile development first, but then the more I kept on learning Python, the more I got interested in Python rather than the other languages. So I decided to take the Python career path. There are multiple applications. We have Sokoyetu, we have Twigi, which is a chatbot, WhatsApp chatbot. We have something to do with ERP system. So there are multiple projects to do on the back-end side.
The wins for Twiga working with AkiraChix are first of all, access to female tech talent, which is there's a big gap for that. I personally have been looking for mentors for my class, women mentors for my class, and they're not easy to come by, especially for mobile development. So having trained a few and getting to work with them and grow with them means that in a few years, the challenges I have this year of finding mentors for my students will not be there. Now, the wins for AkiraChix working with Twiga are, first of all, I'd say directly is just getting placement for the students in an organization that actually guarantees the growth of the students when they're on board, because the work we do here is challenging and the work has real life consequences. There are a lot of places where you'd spend so many years working on demoware that's only used to source for funding and so on, but at Twiga, the work you get to do is work that gets deployed immediately, and you get real feedback, and you really get to think about how to do your things better, because the consequences are immediate.
10 years on, and AkiraChix continues to grow, providing the global tech ecosystem with talented female coders and leaders of their communities. With tech startups and corporations recruiting our talent, eager to bridge the gender gap in tech globally. You too can be part of this growing AkiraChix community. Visit www.akirachix.com to find out how to be part of our story.